opponents down.
Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Jack, and thank you so much for clicking on this video and visiting my YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed, I would suggest subscribing, because you know what's coming up. The Destiny 2 beta is coming up on July 18th through the 20th for PlayStation 4, and I'm going to be streaming it all 3 of those days. First, we're going to be doing the Dawnblade Warlock, then the Sentinel Titan, and then the Arc Strider Hunter. Now, this video is going to be a weekly roundup of all the news IGN has dropped, because IGN is dropping news all throughout the month of July, just talking about Destiny 2. They're going over maps, what's coming out in the beta. They're interviewing Luke Smith and Mark Noseworthy, which are the people behind the genius of Destiny 2. But yeah, this is going to be awesome. So first of all, let's talk about loadout lockouts. Now, Luke Smith was talking about loadout lockouts, and it's basically in the name. When you go into an activity, you can't switch your loadout. So that means you're going to have people doing, okay, this guy's rockets, this guy's clearing ads with his auto rifle, SMG, you know, stuff like that. But I think that's gonna it definitely spice up the game a little bit. Makes you think a little bit more before you play. Oh, I was just in Crucible and I'm using the wrong loadout. Anyway, next we're gonna be talking about fixed roles. Now, loadout lockouts might be making the game more interesting, but not if there's any good. If there's not any good weapons to do so, then there's not much of a point. And there's no more fixed roles now. No more RNG on weapons. No more grinding. And the only way that I think, there's 2 ways that I feel like this could be justified. One, there's tons of weapons, like a lot of weapons. And number 2 is there's what we saw on the some of the original gameplay for Destiny 2 is weapon mods. And Luke Smith was saying, how can I make my he used the example Better Devils, which we know is a Crucible hand cannon. And he was saying, how can I make my first, my second, and my 10th Better Devils interesting? And I think that comes from weapon mods. Now, we have seen a lot of stuff on Nessus, and we saw their map, and in the map we saw a location called Exodus Black. Now, Exodus Black is where the ship was, in the lore of Destiny 1, it's the ship that was holding Siva. And Nessus is a Vex-controlled territory. And you know what's coming out as an expansion? Well, there's 2 expansions. One's coming out winter of 2017, and one of them is coming out summer of 2018. And the summer 2017, I believe, is the one with the Osiris logo, and the one that's coming out next year in the summer is the one with the... I'm just making sure this gameplay is nice and smooth. It looks okay, right? I don't want to be really choppy. It looks alright. But the one that's coming out in next year in the summer it has the Rasputin logo. So I think they could do something pretty interesting with that Rasputin, the Vex, and Exodus Black with his Vex. Potentially, we don't know. Vex might have control of Siva, and the Vex they can do a bunch of bad stuff. I mean, the Fallen, they have like clan, they have Kells, you know, they have leaders and houses, but they're nowhere near as advanced as the Vex are. The Vex are insane with their technology, like in the Vault of Glass and stuff, which is my favorite raid, by the way. So that could definitely they could definitely get up some trouble there, the Vex. And I feel like that's probably gonna come in that expansion that comes out next year in the summer. Something else to talk about. Destiny released a little trailer for the beta, and they also, in our weekly update, they were talking about what is included in that said beta. Now, in the beta, we're going to be able to play 2 Crucible modes, the first story mission, and I'm going to read you what Bungie has been saying about all of these activities in one moment as soon as I clear out the rest of these ads. Alright, let's pull up what Destiny has to say. Bungie has to say, my bad. Well, first of all, we're going to be able to play the first campaign mission, which is called Homecoming. Now, Bungie says this: the opening mission and cinematics from Destiny 2's campaign is Homecoming. Now, Homecoming is where you defend the tower from the Red Legion, or the Cabal, and they destroying everybody, like the speaker goes missing, and yeah, it's all goes to chaos. We're going to be able to play 2 Crucible modes in Destiny 2, Countdown and Control. This is what Bungie has to say about Countdown, which is the new which is the new Crucible competitive scene mode. Countdown. Enter the Crucible to battle other Guardians in a brand new mode. Attack or defend the base on a new map custom built to support this new game type. And that new map is called Midtown. What they have to say about control is the original standard for the Crucible combat is back, with some impactful changes. Control the zones on another new map built with this objective in mind. This map is on Nessus, another thing on Nessus. I forgot the name, it's something Veils. I really need to find out the name, but there's like a video that released the job like 10 minutes ago maybe, about it. So I was busy making this video, so, you know, I didn't really get to watch that. But there's going to be a live stream in a couple minutes, which I'll talk about in a second, our live streams on the channel, after this entire news reel is all done. But next, we're going to be able to play the new strike called Inverted Spire. Bungie says this: strike at the heart of a Vex stronghold, bring 2 willing allies, or let matchmaking introduce you to a fire team of Guardians. That sounds pretty cool. The Inverted Spire, that's a pretty nice strike. I've seen gameplay of it. We're going to be streaming that, of course, too. But that's on Nessus as well. A lot of things on Nessus. And we also... take out that guy. We also are going to be playing on the new subclasses. Now, I mentioned these new subclasses. No, I haven't mentioned them yet. For the Warlock, we have the Dawnblade. For the Hunter, we have Arcstrider. And for the Titan, we have the Legend of a Sentinel. Just Sentinel, but I'm so hyped for Sentinel. On the first day of the beta, we're going to be streaming all 3 days, 24/7. Well, not 24/7, but as long as we can. Probably a good chunk of time. But, we are going to be using the first day on the 18th, because I pre-ordered it. I'm on PlayStation. But, we are going to be playing on the Dawnblade Warlock. And then on the second day, we're going to be playing on the Legend Sentinel Titan. And on the third day, we're going to be playing on the Arcstrider. So I'm so hyped for that. And last, earlier on in the week, IGN took us on a tour of the farm with an employee from Bungie. I forgot his name. He was talking about it and stuff. Now the farm is a lot bigger. When the tower was destroyed, like, everybody came to this new place called the farm, which is where they're making a stand against the Cabal, which is who I'm fighting right now. But they're not the Legion. The farm is so much bigger. There's even a soccer field, well, football field, soccer, whatever you call it. I used to call it soccer, football, but it also can hold a lot more Guardians, and a social space isn't a social space without some good old wildlife. In the Iron Temple, we had wolves. Now we have chickens, and especially Ralph the chicken, he has his own Twitter handle and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Oh boy, he's big. He's big. So that's really exciting. The one thing that everybody noticed about the new farm is we no longer have good old Master Rahul as our Cryptarch. Does that mean he died? Is Master Rahul dead? Other character that has made it out, has been what we've seen in trailer, is good old Shaxi-Poo. Shaxi-Poo has made it out with his red jacks, and he's controlling the Crucible like always, like good old times. So that's awesome. Now, we're done with this mission. We talked about all the news, and also one little tidbit that I forgot to add. We will also be, if you take part in the beta, you also get an awesome new emblem, and people will be saying to you in the next few expansions, how'd you get that? And you say you have to be there. You had to be there. Which is true, because you had to be there to play the beta. But, anyway, I'm gonna get out of that. Back onto our channel. Well, I've been live streaming quite recently, and a couple of you shown up, but not too many. So this is kind of an announcement, but we will be live streaming more often, probably every other day to every day. Videos probably be 3 a week to 2 a week, or as many as like at least 1 a week, at least 1 video a week, which is going to be around 15 to 5 minutes in between those time frames. They're going to be news, you know, stuff like that. Also, we, on the 3 days, are going to be playing with subscribers, so make sure you subscribe, because if you're not subscribed, then you're not going to be able to play with me. But we're going to be doing all the strikes, leveling up our characters, seeing what's going on with the beta. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you subscribe for that. I really hope this gameplay hasn't been choppy. I've done this like 5 times, but this is my final one. I think it went pretty well. Sorry if you can hear my computer humming in the background, but you know how it is. I got this Elgato a little bit ago, and you know, we're just setting it up. We're getting used to everything, so I'll expect things to get a lot better from here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and hit that turn on notifications so you don't miss my streams, because it's gonna be awesome. And in my streams, you have to comment !join. If you want to join, give me your PSN. We're gonna play together. Do whatever you want. Right now, this afternoon, we're gonna do some Iron Banner carries, so make sure you come back for that. But that's it for now. This has been Jack, signing off.